Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Okay, let's check it out what we got for you right now. We have a nice looking SUV from the 90s. Now, what we got for you right now is a 1993 Isuzu Bighorn, or as we know, the way we know it in North America, we know it as the Trooper. Now, this is a very attractive SUV. Unfortunately, their record what it really truly affected Isuzu in North America. And what I mean by that real quick is that back in the 90s, I think Consumer Reports was the name of the magazine. They did a study that this car right here, it was not really good at all in keeping their in a tight turn, keeping themselves from not flipping over. So when they came out, they used to be a very good. They used to sell pretty good. This is a second generation Isuzu Trooper, by the way. The first generation sold pretty well. Even this generation sold pretty well until they came out with that record. And when they came out with that record, it truly affected Isuzu a lot in North America, especially in the US, because people stopped buying them as they used to buy them because they were not reliable in their eyes no more. And not just this model. If I'm not mistaken, they also said the Mitsubishi Montero was, or how they call it in other countries in the world, Mitsubishi Pajero, was also not the safest when it came out to those tight turns. And especially with the Isuzu, that's what really, it was the downfall for Isuzu in North America. Because then after that, they never truly picked up. They stopped selling the Trooper. They sold other models. I think it was a Isuzu Axiom. They sold a two-door Isuzu that looked truly like a concept car. I forget the name now. But and they were good cars, but unfortunately, when you pull out one bad record of a car, it affects the brand altogether. And that would truly affect. I mean, Isuzu was not like a huge brand from the beginning in North America. It's not like Toyota or Nissan or Honda. They were a smaller, and the smaller side. They were like Suzuki or like Daihatsu or like even Subaru. Subaru was quite small back in the 90s. They picked up in the later years. So yeah, this is what really happened. But this is, by the way, guys, before I forget, this is not a die-cast. There's a resin model, and it's the company that makes them is called High Story. It's quite not a very old brand of models for resin, but they make very good quality resin models. They're not cheap at all. We all know that resin models are not cheap at all. And but at least on these models, their parts stay with the car. With the car, sometimes when you buy other resin models from other brands, like their trim starts coming out or their windows are starting to pop off. So at least this model so far, this brand makes quite good quality cars, resin cars. Now, by the way, going back to Isuzu Trooper or Isuzu Bighorn, the way they call them in this, because it's the Japanese version, you could definitely know it's Japanese. Also, when you have the rear side mirror by the fender. In North America, we never had those like that. But going back to this car, there were six-cylinder engines, 3.2, 3.5. They also had diesel engines. Not sure in North America, but I know they had diesel engines. And it came as a automatics and also 5 speed manual. Alright guys, so I'm gonna let it go around a few times and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I was just thinking when this model came out, I was quite happy to see it. I mean, I'm talking about this resin model because I was looking for the Isuzu Trooper or the Isuzu Bighorn, how they call it again, for a while. I was surprised nobody made them in the diecast. But I'm glad they make him as a resin. And again, guys, I've been very fond of resins lately because I like them. I find them attractive. I find them good. I find them that they make models that you don't see in my diecast. And I like all these models. I'm a fanatic of models all as long as they're 143s, which is my main collection right now. I still have 164s that I'm gonna post in the future, but my main collection is the 143s right now because I noticed they're more quality, they're more detailed, and they're still quite small, so you could have a lot of them and then won't take a lot of space like the bigger model scales. Alright, guys, so don't forget to give me that nice thumbs up, which I always appreciate and I'm always thankful. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this model. Do you remember them on the road? Do you ever own one of these or drove one of these? Yeah, I would love to hear your stories. And don't forget to click and subscribe. And also, when you subscribe, click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Alright, guys, so take care of yourselves more than ever. And goodbye.